Hello everyone, welcome to CrazyGeeks and it's me Roshan Shrestha. On today's session we'll be talking about this pointer in C++. I will try our level best to decode this particular concept in some exciting and straightforward manner. I genuinely hope this session is going to be very much helpful to guys who are trying to understand this concept of this pointer. Whenever we look upon this particular word, this, it means we are trying to look upon something that is near to us, not like that by which we try to point, or which implies something that is quite distant to us. This means we are trying to reference something that is near to us. To make it short, this pointer basically holds the address of current object. What does it mean by current object? Current object means that particular object from which you are making a function call to the corresponding member function that's being populated inside the class. That is the core concept for this pointer. That is, it holds the address of current object. And in case of this pointer, it strictly work around with some non-static members, because non-static members are associated with the object, whereas static members are not related with the object control, but rather they are associated with class. In order to display some demonstration regarding this pointer, let's play around with the concept of class and object. Obviously, let me define one class test. I'm naming it class test. You can name it anything is for your will. Under private, let me populate some data members, variable x and y. Under public, I'll be populating some method like for input int and intb as local variables, and inside this method will be assigning the data members corresponding value of a and b. And for demonstration purpose, let's write one method named as op and display the content like value of x is x and value of y is this much. Now let's create object test t and t1, let's say, and on input we are passing something like 2233. You can pass anything, and let's follow the continuity and enter 44 and 55. Now normally display the information like this value is being passed here. X is 2233 and 44 55. No problem up to this point, I guess. What's happening here is we have created a class comprising of private and public members. Inside private there is data member, inside public there is some methods where we have used some local variables for assigning the value to the data members. Similarly, op has been used for displaying the content. Here in this block, one thing exciting is taking place. That is, our system is able to understand that this particular value 22 and 33 is associated with t, whereas 44 and 55 is associated with t1. What does that mean? It means there should be some mechanism using which the system or our compiler is able to play around with that concept, because the method name is same, only values are being different. It can be same also, but whenever you are writing this, something internally happens. Just like one more thing, while writing this one, you can also write this x equals a and this arrow operator y equals b. if you compile and run, the output is going to be exact same. You can also introduce this arrow operator. Output again is going to be same. So in this scenario, when you are not writing this and arrow operator is used for handling with or playing around with pointer, our compiler internally play around with this pointer so as to hold the address of current object. That is, whenever you are making function call, let's say in this particular line number 21, you are making a function call to in using object t. Now this particular object's address is being handled by this pointer. So whenever we compile this program, our compiler will internally do something like this and handle the procedures for our requirement. This is quite exciting stuff. Similarly, this pointer is very much helpful when you need to, or when it's required to differentiate between the data members and local variables. Let's change this program a bit and write something like int(x), int(y). Now we need to write something like x equals y, x and y equals y. This is going to create some problem, obviously. If we compile and run this program, the output is going to be some garbage information, because this doesn't make any sense. We are not able to know whose value we are assigning to what. That is, our target is not being clear in this case. Now what we need to do here is we will be obviously making some relation with the current object, and to play around with the current object address we need this pointer, this x, that is, this x equals local variable. Similarly, this y equals y. Now there won't be any problem whatsoever. Cool. X is 22 and y is 33, x is 44 and y is 55. Also, this pointer is pretty much awesome stuff when you need to make some comparisons. Let's change this program a bit and write something like int a, int b, or you can leave it as it is. There won't be any problem. Now let me write something like void sum. Let's write the function definition for a new method sum. Z equals x plus y, and for demonstration purpose it would be cool stuff to try returning something. Return z, a function with return type, integer type. Now in this point I'm going to write one method named as seeker. It's totally user defined. Here I need to play around with object test. Now I will be writing something like return this current object by making a function call to sum if this particular object's sum is greater than another one, t dot sum. Up to this point there is no sense whatsoever. Inside this particular block we're writing if the sum being returned of the numbers associated with this current object is greater than t dot sum, that is, return sum of the numbers associated with object t, then we need to handle that stuff. Summation of 22 and 33 is going to be 55. This one is going to be 99. Now let's write here something. If object t dot seeker is greater than, is greater than what? If object t dot, we don't need to write the comparison here. If t dot seeker, that is this current object t, whose value is 22 and 33, and let's pass another object here, t1. Here the current object that is making the function call is t, and we are passing the object as parameter t1. Now here we can write something like what? The information cout, let's say first object t sum is greater than t2 or t1. Okay, otherwise obviously second object t1 is greater than t. Second object t1 sum, that is it's implying that the sum of the numbers that are associated with t1 is greater than t. Now when we compile and run this program, what will happen here is we are creating two objects. For object t, numbers are 22 and 33. For object t1, it's 44 and 55. Here what we are doing here is, if t dot seeker, object t1 is passed here, now the comparison would be carried out like return this. This pointer is pointing or referring towards the current object that is making the function call, which is t in this case. In case of t, 22 and 33 sum, return this sum z equals 22 plus 33, return 55 is greater than t dot sum 44 and 55. The summation is 99. This particular test condition is not satisfied, so it should display something like second object t1 sum is greater than t. Okay, let's build and run this program. Cool. Second object t1 sum is greater than t. Now let's make some change regarding the input. I'm changing it to 222 and 333. Now test condition must be satisfied because 555 is greater than 99, so it's true. First object t sum is greater than t1. Okay guys, this is it for now. I really hope this particular session was very much helpful regarding the better understanding of this pointer. This pointer, as I told earlier, this is the main takeaway factor. It holds the address of the current object, that is the object from which you are making some function call or accessing the values, etc. In case of any confusion, just try to have some patience and try to write some simple programs and introduce the concept gradually for better understanding of this pointer. And before wrapping up, if you guys still haven't subscribed to this channel, then make sure to subscribe. And might sound like a cliche, but make sure to hit the bell button as well, because you will be notified regarding the uploading that's being done in the CrazyGeeks. I'll be catching you guys in next video with some more exciting stuff. Till then, have a nice moment ahead. Thank you.